I bought these crayons maybe 3 years ago, maybe two. I don't know. I've had them a long time, but this is my first time opening the box. So I asked, my youngest was on FaceTime with some of her homegirls, and she was like, my mama dark, my sister dark, I'm light skinned. And that burns me up. I hate to hear that. So this is our first time using the box, and I already know I'll flop. You know what I'm saying? My complexion over here. So I asked her, match me up, cause she want to be a little makeup artist or whatever. So come on, let me see what color am I, according to Crayola. Oh,
Okay, so I'm gonna give you like
this
a couple
this
of color
this.
options.
Now don't give me no couple of color options. God didn't give me a couple of options. Give me my what color am I? Now I'm not.
Sorry about this.
So these are all the colors in the box. And that's the closest you got to my complexion. Now, mind you, this her
Ow.
complexion should take after the daddy. Really? That's not you. Now, mind you, this kid, one day we were in the car and I was like, we don't keep secrets, We don't keep secrets. The teacher mom, she was like, Mommy, I got a secret. I was like, what? Hold on, what? And she was like, Mommy, I'm white. And me and my middle daughter we cracked up laughing. We was like, oh, who gonna tell her, right? So it's never been a question though of what color she was. It was just she had went to school and she, thought. Matter of fact, when she was a baby, she went to like a mommy's day out. So she only went like 2, maybe 3 days a week. I think it was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or it might have been like Tuesday, Thursday. I needed, a day out. And so I was picking her up one day, and a lady asked me if she was like, "Oh, you're her mom." She was surprised. Now, it was, oh my God, I think she might have been the only black kid in the classroom. It was only like a room of six, so it was like six per class, 2 to 3 year olds or 1 to 2 year olds, somewhere like that. And so it wasn't, you know, you could look around and see whom I belong to. But she was like, "Oh my God, are you her mom?" Now the dad has never picked her up or dropped her off because he would already be at work. So nobody's ever seen him, and for all they know, I'm a single mom. And so when she was like, "Oh my God, you're her mom," I was like, "Oh goddamn, she think I'm the nanny." You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I should have been insulted or impressed, that I look like a nanny. I don't know. Or the fact that she was so bright skinned that they assumed she wasn't mine. And that wasn't the first time it happened to me. One time we were in Atlanta and I was in BB and it was a girl and a guy sitting in the store. And we don't have a BB here, So I was wearing BB. This was 10 years ago because she's. And so I'm pushing her in her stroller, I got my little bag on. I'm, in my own world, minding my own business. And the girl asked, "Is her dad white?" And I was like, "No, he's not." And if you don't believe me, he finna come in here in a minute. If you need proof. My older kids, my complexion almost spit image of me. This youngest one took after him so much so she stole his whole entire face. She looked like him with hair. But when he's not around, I don't look related to her, but we got the same face too. I remember a couple of years ago, I seen a little girl on IG that had her exact face. She was bright skinned. They even had on the same kind of shoes. And I took a picture of that little girl. I said, you know what? I need to keep a picture of this little girl that I know ain't mine, but I gotta some kind of way prove that this one I've never given mine. Race. Come on, I'm in the Bible Belt. Still kind of racist here, just a little bit, but we are more integrated. So you will see mixed couples around here. It's common. And maybe it's so common that they figure like we all do it. I love my complexion. I'm proud of it. I know one day, it was crazy. she and I were in the bathroom and we were getting ready for a field trip. And at this school she used to go to, they had field trip shirts. And so I had on one, I'm that kind of mom, I had on the field trip shirt and she had on the same shirt. And we were looking in the mirror together. And she looked up and she was like, now my family look like you. Oh, I turned red. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Now, you've always looked like me. Like, somebody in her classroom, in her school, in her, where she was more, made her feel like she didn't quite belong to me because we wasn't the same complexion. But they had saw her dad, so they knew she looked like somebody, but they wasn't sure where the mammy was, okay? The older two, sometimes you could just look at those two and it's like looking in the mirror, This one, it is, but she's a brighter skin tone. I don't know how genes are cooked up and made. And I say it all the time. We don't know what the other person got. We just getting with them, having kids and procreating and stuff and doing all this little silly stuff. But complexion works crazy. And I have, in my family, I've been the dark one. And I'm not that dark. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't bother me. But what bothers me is what other people try to put on these kids. She knows the difference. She knows the color. She knows the privilege, because there's a light skin privilege I had no idea existed. You know what I'm saying? Until I seen her use it. I know I didn't have it. I didn't have the light skin privilege. It wasn't light skin, good hair. Like, we went the minute we could say relaxer, we went straight hair, because straight hair was in then. It wasn't, you wasn't happy, and it wasn't okay to be nappy. If you was nappy headed, you was doing bad, And so they tricked us into giving us this chemical that burned layers out your fucking head. Like, I haven't had a relaxer since 2019, and I still got relaxer sores. I am a licensed cosmetologist, but I was faithfully putting the extra strength, because I can buy the extra strength. So I was using the real thing, straightening my thoughts, everything, and never did I get, it was never, I don't care what you did to the relaxer, it always burned. Like, my scalp always burned. I was like, it's okay, because it's gonna be straight. I wouldn't put that on my kids. They decided to go natural. Made me want to be like, well. And then all of a sudden they got these this lawsuit where if you got a relaxer and you got all these different conditions, you may be, entitled to some compensation. But let's be real, we know who was getting the relaxers. But I done got way off subject, because that color thing be burning me up. So I'm gonna be honest with you and say, I probably could make any one of these complexions come about. I'm so magical that, I could produce any color. I've seen people, like, I'm related to these colors, and I'm glad that Crayola came out with such a thing. But it's about to cause a divide in my household, because I feel like I'm not golden brown. I call my complexion a mocha caramel, because it could be either one, or caramel, depending on how you say it. But I could do a deep almond. I think I could be almond, and it'll be okay. I could be almond or deep almond, It goes in the mocha family some kind of way. Then you got a deep almond. They ain't even got nowhere near what I said. Ma'am, they ain't got nothing. Hello, I need to speak to somebody at Crayola. Because where is the mocha? Honey, please.